Real.
Jim Harbaugh, all laughs and smiles. Maybe he knew something that we didn't. Like that guy coming back from back surgery would struggle on this day. First drive for the Cowboys, DeMarco Murray. What's going on? Marshall can't drop it that early.
Hey, listen, man, you can't have a cough this early in the season. It's not even cold.
Watching this game early on, I felt like that it was that championship game against you guys, Dion, when we came out with those 3 quick fumbles. I was like, wow.
That was Chris Culliver with a 35-yard score. And then Justin Smith, I'll just, give you a seat. Dallas had to settle for a field goal in a 7-3 deficit.
Right there, 3rd and 1 on the 2 and throw a pass.
How about this pass by Colin Kaepernick, 37 yards to Anquan Bolden?
You know, the best thing about this play is Kaepernick steps up in the pocket, takes the hit, and delivers. I love it.
Next play, watch Kaepernick being Kaepernick. Sidestepping and then tossing to Vernon Davis, Michael.
That's why that makes him so dangerous right there. Just a little bit of time that he buys with the guys he has as weapons, and he can do this. Phenomenal athlete. Really played well today.
14-3 San Francisco. So Dallas has got to get something going, but this ain't it. Eric Reed, the second-year man. Watch him work in the middle of the field, reading Romo's eyes and taking it.
That kid is going to be one of the, if not, he's already one of the premier safeties in the league, and he has return ability as well, and he's very physical, complete safety.
Well, smart kid, too.
Dez Bryant will be sore all night tonight, all day tomorrow. They hit him on that play.
Yeah, Reed doesn't get in. However, Davis would.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, that is just one
that's
big
2 hits.
hit.
Is that legal?
That's 2 hits.
Apparently so. So next play, here we go. Vernon Davis, 4 catches all day, 2 of them.
Look at that. That's so athletic that he is right there. You're running to your right, fading away, falling away, but makes a perfect strike to Vernon Davis.
So it's 21-3. Dallas has a chance to get back in this thing. But on 1st and goal, Romo.
Hit him right there. Hit him right there.
He didn't, and so he's looking for his BFF, Jason Witten. Instead, it's Patrick Willis.
Can't do that.
He missed the receiver. There's a quick throw. You got to come up and let the ball go. And, boy, he held on to it. And we know what happens when he holds on to it.
That was his 3rd turnover of the first half. Now, the Niners lost both their starting corners. So how about Parrish Cox with his 2nd career INT?
That was great coverage, great pick. But this is what quarterbacks do nowadays because of the rules. Because you can't touch a receiver. They just throw it up there for grabs, praying for a pass interference.
Romo picked off only 10 times all of last season, 3 times here on Sunday. Then that's the rookie out of Ohio State, Carlos Hyde. And the Niners, they had a 28-3 lead. They win it by 11.
The Cowboys and Titans. And Tony Romo and crew did the smart thing coming out. Now, early on, Dez Bryant, a couple of catches, and then hurt his shoulder. And it looked like Dez was going to be out of the game for a while. So there's big concern for the Cowboys on this play.
Yeah, lucky for the Cowboys and Dez that he did come back into the game. And when he got back, he was still Dez Bryant.
Yeah,
Bad news for the Tennessee Titans.
Meanwhile, DeMarco Murray was ready to go. You see Dez when he came back, he said, hey, I'm good.
Strap these pads on. Let's roll. Oh, goodness.
And we do have to say that the Cowboys, so far, the Cowboys' defense has not been the issue 2 games.
Tony Romo misses Dez, who's wide open.
Boy,
Romo never turned back. No. He never looked at. Look at this. It's like he never even looked. He never looked my way.
Don't start Dez. You come so far. Don't start into that.
Yeah,
now.
Coach Dooley's like, please don't do this now.
Don't do that again.
But you know what they did well? They ran the ball down the Titans' throat. And what does this say about physicality, Coach?
Just that. I mean, you've got to. Every coach that gets a head coaching job, what's the first thing you hear him say? We're going to be physical. We're going to be able to run the ball and stop the run. Whether they really are or not, or whether they're a pass-oriented team, it's almost the mandatory script.
It's everyone's goal.
You see that they were upset there on the DeMarco Murray fumble, but for the rest of the day, they dominated the line of scrimmage.
Well, now, the question is, if they can keep this formula, if the games don't get out of whack and they have to have the 50, 60 quarterback throw games, can DeMarco Murray, is he a 300 carry back? Well, can he go 300 carries?
It's the health issue, you know. This kid is as dynamic as they come when he's healthy, but he's had those little snake bite injuries as well. Delaney Walker, you are a man beast. Unbelievable.
It's great when you can see a big man move like that, but more importantly, Titans trying to make this a game. Jake Locker and crew getting back in the mix. you're thinking, oh boy, here come the Cowboys. Then all of a sudden, Tony Romo.
No. That's not necessarily Tony.
Right. Marcus Pollard was like, I wanted that one. A little high on that.
A little bit high. Tony's just going, please don't make me have to tackle somebody.
Exactly.
Big moment there because it would have changed the complexion of this game. And then after that, Romo started looking for his favorite guy. Once he got it going, he started looking for one man and one man only for the rest of the game, and that was Dez Bryant.
Well, look there, you get a defensive pass interference call, and then right back to him. You know, he gets that little Dez, Michael Irvin / push off, and easy picking.
Dez the touchdown in the fourth quarter.
Rolando McClain.
It's a great interception.
Little batted ball, and this big back, fresh off of retirement.
Great. It could be a great pickup by the Cowboys. Young man struggles in Baltimore, decides he wants to retire, recognizes the financial implications of that, decides, maybe I shouldn't retire.
Right.
Maybe I'm ready to come
young.
back. Baltimore wanted no part of it. Dallas, obviously. Sean Lee down. Take a shot. Maybe it rejuvenates the young man's career.
Let's check out the Cowboys and the Rams because this ended much differently than it started for Tony Romo and the Cowboys. This was an ugly start, fellas. Romo dumps it off to DeMarco Murray here, and he coughs it up.
And then majority of fumbles from running backs or any skill position, this is how it happens. You don't see the guy coming from the back. You have the ball kind of loose. You got to hold that ball tight if you're DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, that was Alec Ogletree forcing the fumble, his third fumble in last 3 weeks that he's lost. And the Rams cashing in a hurry to Brian Quick.
From Appalachian State.
App
State wide receiver making plays. What do you know?
We're 5 minutes into the show, and an App State shout-out has already taken place. Romo this time looking for Dez Bryant, picked off by Janoris Jenkins, and that's an easy pick six.
Yeah, that's just reading the quarterback's mail right there. You see the jump that he got on that ball. Romo has his eyes on the target all along. He comes out of the break quicker than Dez Bryant does.
The Rams up 21-0 on the Cowboys, and then just before halftime, you can see Murray and Bryant exchanging some words there. The Cowboys started coming back before half, though, trailed 21-10 in the third. Romo looking deep for Dez, and he's wide open, LT.
Wide open. We knew at some point they would get it going. Second half was big for the Dallas Cowboys. They finally got something going.
All right, let's take another look at how exactly that happened. You can see Jenkins here. Oh, just got turned around a little bit.
How about the pass protection, though, for Tony Romo? Had all day back there. That offensive line, one of the better ones in the league.
Jeff says, oh, my goodness, what is going on? All right, now we have the Rams in the red zone. Zach Stacy stuffed by Anthony Hitchens, and the Cowboys take over on downs. Dan Bailey would add a 40-yard field goal to cut the lead to 21-20. So we fast forward to the fourth quarter. Davis to Jared Goodwin. He just can't hold on.
He had about 4 chances to catch that one. Ended up 0 for 4. 1, 2, 3.
And that hurts.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you can see him getting into it with Davis on the sideline. Can't have that, LT, on the sideline during games.
No, you cannot, especially when the quarterback put it right there. It's your fault. Blame yourself.
So the Rams settle on a field goal. Then Romo finds Terrence Williams for the touchdown. And the Cowboys go up 27-24. My, how the tide has turned. And then on the ensuing Rams possession, Davis under pressure. Bruce Carter picks it off, and Carter's doing some housework.
Yeah, stuff like this happens when you have your third quarterback already in the third game of the season.
Yeah, the Rams wondering what on earth happened after they led by 3 touchdowns. And then here's Davis rolling out, and he finds Austin Pettis for the touchdown. So now it's a 34-31 game. And the Rams are thinking, okay, we might have a chance.
They're showing some fight.
Next Rams possession, Davis looking for Quick, but he's picked off by Morris Claiborne.
Yeah, this is not a great throw. Quick's got to keep running, though. He kind of tried to stop and jump up and get the ball. Mistimed it, and a great play by Claiborne.
So the Cowboys come back from 21 down. They win at 34-31, their largest regular season deficit overcome in franchise history.
Really all about the running game and the Dallas defense as well. Sean Payton, Jason Garrett reunited. Remember the 0-1 Giants? Payton, the OC. Garrett, one of the quarterbacks on that roster. First drive, Romo came out on fire, 3rd and 3. Keeping the play alive, something he does oh so well. This is Romo-esque.
Yeah, you can see here his back is feeling a little bit better now. Tony's starting to do some of the things that he used to do.
Well, look at the flag. See, Jarrisburg knocks down Weeden. He's like, where's the flag?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to catch it anyway. Forget the flag. Give me the stats.
Way to get back up and keep playing, by the way.
Had about 10 seconds back.
7 plays later, there's Jarrisburg. He can't stay with Terrence Williams.
Oh, man, listen, this is what
man can play the game.
Tom, I'm going to talk about that young man right there.
Williams?
Yes,
I like
that
it.
young man.
I mean, I like him. I like his
who's
tenacity.
the moron that benched him in fantasy? That'd be somebody down here. Morris Claiborne. Rough week for him. Walked out of practice, and then he suffered a knee sprain. Was done for the night.
Yeah, that's when you got a lot on your mind right there.
Second quarter, Saints down 10-zip. Drew Brees looking for Robert Meacham. Bruce Carter tips it, and Justin Durant picks it.
I hate that the Cowboys lost that Bruce Carter kid right there, too. Say what you will, man, but that boy was running around, tipping balls, playing hard.
Ended up injuring a quad later in this game. But DeMarco Murray, the NFL's leading rusher, coming in. Marshall, boy, he is off to a great start.
Listen, if he continues to run like this, and that offensive line continues to dominate the line of scrimmage, oh man, this is they can go far. I'm gonna say that.
Well, here, look at him bowling over would-be tacklers for a gain of 22.
Where they going?
That's for real running. Let's talk about in the playoffs.
But you said they go far.
In the playoffs.
Then 8 plays later, Romo sees 8 Saints defenders in the box, so he hits Williams. That's another score, and Dallas is up 24-zip at the break. Remember last time these two teams played, Saints almost dropped 50 and more than 600 yards of total offense. Sean Payton's team, 0 points in the first half for the first time since week 8 of 2011.
They had problems.
Third quarter, Saints ball. Drew Brees, incomplete, looking for Brandon Cooks. They had to settle for a measly old field goal. Get back within 3 scores. But here comes Dallas. 3rd and 5, Romo. Can't find anybody, so there he goes.
Yeah, that's healthy Romo right there, boy. Look at that right there. He just has that little bit thing that he can elude people. He's not going out running anybody.
21 yards, the longest scamper of his career. And then, you know what? Let this guy do the running, Marshall.
It's just, I'm telling you, it's impressive to run. If he can stay healthy, I'm gonna say that this season he will lead the league in rushing the way that they're running the football.
He's on pace for more than 2,000 yards, by the way. Later on, Brees to Jimmy Graham, who had a rough first 3 quarters. He coughs it up.
3 letters.
Brandon Carr recovers.
Yeah. Oh, 3 letters.
What 3 letters?
3 letters. MV and the P.
Oh, I thought you meant INJ.
On to the 4th. Saints down by 21. Brees looking for Jimmy Graham, who's going to somersault into the end zone.
Graham is a baller.
I need my Twitter to mess with Marshall, man.
See, I like the
We're still waiting on Mike's password, by the way. So Jerry's starting to sweat it out a little bit. Now on 3rd and 6, Romo gets blitzed and dropped. So they got to punt it away. Okay. Saints still with time.
Great call by Romo.
But this is crazy. 4th and 9, the Saints, they don't let Drew Brees go for it.
Some stuff happened before this.
They go for the punt. They run the fake punt. Thomas Morstead's going to throw it. Come on.
You had your prevent defense on the field. Why would you even do something crazy like this with a prevent defense on the field? That's not the punt return unit.
It's a turnover on downs. And Romo, is he going to hand it off to DeMarco Murray, who ran for $149 on the night? Nah. He's going to get some stats of his own. 22 of 29, 262, 3 scores. This one to Dez.
Take what the defense gives you, even this late in the game.
I got to call that kid because the stuff they teach him down there don't make any sense because he's a good corner.
Cowboys improved to 3-1. Saints fall to 1-3 through the first month of the NFL season. That's because you're Dallas Cowboys. We're taking on J.J. Watt.
Irv's Cowboys.
Uh-oh, here we go, Irv.
He's smiling,
here
y'all.
we go. Yes, I am. Glad to see
You should just let him do this highlight by himself.
We'll pick it up. Don't worry, he will. We'll pick it up 7-3 Houston midway through the 3rd. Oh, look at the pretty pirouette by Romo to Terrence Williams.
Boy, Tyron Smith right there said, wow, that should be, boy, that was a great catch right there, too, now. You make that play in the air, that ball hit that back shoulder. What a great job that was.
And look at this. I mean, Watt bearing down. That's Romo-esque.
He jumped because he had let that other ball go. He was like, no way I'm letting this one go. That's why he just didn't, you know what I'm saying? That other one went through his head. He was like,
On to the fourth, Cowboys up 3. Romo looking for Dez, but it's Kendrick Lewis who says, I'll take that, thank you.
Oh, there's Ono.
Well, just his first
second
half interception this year.
He will show up sometime.
Yes, he will.
I felt that was a little forced right there.
But this is better. Romo to Dez. He's caught a touchdown in 9 of his last 10 games. What number is he wearing?
He's wearing that 88, man. Those 88 showed up today in a couple different games. I shall tell you more about that later.
Okay, under 2 to go, down 7. Andre Johnson, that's a gain of 25.
I wish that guy should have had number 88 right there, too.
Passed Andre Reed in this game for 11th on the all-time receptions list. Then your next play, Ryan Fitzpatrick to DeAndre Hopkins.
Fitzy.
He gets it down to the 6. 2 plays later, who is it? Arian Foster.
This is just too easy, man.
Third career game with over 150 yards and a couple of scores. We're tied at 17, but
great drive by Houston coming right down, getting that touchdown.
That's too easy.
Yeah, it was. Well, that's what made it great. They did what they needed to do to get back in this game.
20 ticks left. Romo finding DeMarco Murray. His 5th straight game, by the way, with 100 yards on the ground. That one through the air. And Dallas has got a shot. Dan Bailey looking on from 53 yards out to win it with
Laces
3 ticks left.
I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that after 30 straight field goals. Man.
Yeah, that's a miss sometime.
Yeah, the odds were against him, but boy, you got to make that right there.
So
miss one of those easy ones that really don't count as much.
On to overtime. Houston with the ball first, 3rd and short, and Fitzpatrick's incomplete. So Dallas, all it has to do is connect on a field goal, and the Cowboys are a winner. Watch this with Bailey.
I say LA.
Please, let me get some redemption.
That's bad man right there now.
Romo to Dez Bryant. I told you, get the ball to 88. And
He
9
is
catches for him.
purely and simply a beast right there, making that play. There may be, I don't know how many people in the world can make this play right here outside of Dez Bryant.
When it's all said and done, he might be the best guy to ever wear 88s for the Dallas Cowboys.
That's a great call on that one. That is a great call. So Bailey for the win from 49 yards out. And guess who's 4-1 for the first time in 6 years? It's Game Day Final presented by Mercedes-Benz with Mike, Dion, LT. I'm Chris. We start in the home of the world champs. Russell Wilson taking on Tony Romo, the Dallas Cowboys.
I was right on the Cowboys when you said that. Starting the home of the world champs.
Maybe a year from now I'll be saying that, Mike. Who knows? But Tony Romo staying alive. He's incomplete, but watch the legal hit he takes from Bobby Wagner. I got to tell you.
That wasn't legal.
The boss is saying, that's my quarterback.
Yeah.
Watch the hit he takes.
Look at that. That's late. Oh, man, that's so late now.
That's a good tackle.
That was a late hit, but that's okay. That's okay. They tried to intimidate the Dallas Cowboys right there.
Next play, it's a starting wideout. Doug Baldwin with the swat on the punt, picked up by Mike Morgan. They get a special teams touchdown in their house. They're almost unbeatable.
I was about to tweet at that time, it is over, because normally when a team blocks a punt and returns to a touchdown, you cannot recover.
This is a huge play. 2nd and goal, Romo.
That's the play I was talking about
Byron
previously.
Maxwell had it in his mitts, Prime.
That's that one boo-boo that Tony Romo normally gives you 1 or 2, by the way, but he escaped that one.
And then Romo on the next play hits Gavin Escobar, his first score of the year. So instead of maybe 17-0, it's 10-7. Dez Bryant, Tony Romo, and Maxwell sitting there like,
no one around Tony Romo as he threw that football. That will become a theme.
Maxwell done for the day with a bum ankle, so Romo goes to Dez Bryant. I told you to go to the 88 club.
Man, beast mode right there, man. Just barely a slip, or that would have been taken to the house, and you would have been
Nice fight, nice fight, nice fight, nice fight.
And they called tripping on Richard Sherman? Really?
I don't know.
How you tackle somebody?
Back off.
He said the refs are tripping on that.
That was a makeup call for the missed hit.
Then Romo finding Jason Witten, career catch number 900. Remember, earlier this week, Romo said maybe the greatest Cowboy ever.
Yes, sir. That's a great opinion by Romo. That's a great kid right there, a great man in Jason Witten. But again, it was all day and tomorrow for Tony Romo in the pocket.
In the third quarter, Cowboys with a 7-point lead, but Dwayne Harris coughs it up. So when was the last time you saw a team have a blocked punt in Seattle, then cough it up, and then Russell Wilson takes it in?
and 14 points on those 2 turnovers alone. Rarely do you ever see a team recover.
Just keep that theme, y'all. Keep that theme.
Now Romo loses the snap. It's recovered by Jordan Hill. And the Seahawks are in business in the red zone, but this was a terrible snap by Travis Frederick, who's been great this year.
It wasn't a terrible snap. It was the same thing that happened
It's
to Peyton Manning.
miscommunication, and here's why I thought it was going to be a difficult situation for the Dallas Cowboys. I thought we would have more miscommunications like that.
Led to a Hauschka field goal and a 3-point lead. In the fourth, Romo with some aches and pains, but he hits Dez on the 16-yarder.
Great coverage, great catch, great body position.
Just hangs in the air to the ball. So it just hangs up there. Watch how he hangs in the air, and then the ball just comes to him and says, all right, buddy, I'm here. Go ahead, pull me in.
But here's the biggest play of the game. 3 plays later, it's 3rd and 20. Romo being Romo-esque with the pretty pirouette and hitting Terrence Williams for the tipping toe grab and a first down.
You want to be a Super Bowl winning team, you got a number 2 receiver. He's going to have to step up and make plays at times, and this is what this young man is doing.
Tony Romo's escapability, you've seen it 2 weeks straight now. He is playing some good football.
Pete Carroll would challenge, but they would confirm the call on the field. Oh, LT, we haven't heard from this guy.
Well, DeMarco Murray has been doing this all year long. It came down to the 4th quarter, and this guy wore him out.
He and Jim Brown, the only players in NFL history with 6 straight 100-yard efforts to start a season. That one gets him into the end zone, and the boss man is loving it upstairs in the box.
I love it, but I don't quite trust it right yet.
Boy, I'm telling you, that running game right now of the Dallas Cowboys, boy, it is eerie how much it reminds me of yesteryear.
Now with just over 2 minutes to go, going for it deep in their own territory on 4th and 6. Wilson incomplete to Jermaine Kearse. But take another look on the other side of the field. Barry Church making contact with Luke Wilson. Wilson wanted a flag and couldn't find one.
Within 5.
We can't be begging. We got to play real football, folks. It's a physical football game.
401 total yards here on 3rd and 7. They go up and settle for the field goal.
Look at the Seahawks that are laying on the ground as DeMarco Murray gets up. We need to show that shot again, and one more again.
All right, so down 7, Seahawks last chance, and it's picked up by Rolando McClain.
This is comeback player of the year right now in the National Football League. So right there.
Just the 2nd home loss in the Russell Wilson era, and the Cowboys are celebrating. Michael, Dion, Marshall, I'm Chris for Game Day Final presented by Mercedes-Benz. Look who drove into Arlington. Eli coming off a shutout in Philly, taking on Tony Romo and the 5-1 Cowboys. First quarter, Romo, so many weapons. Dez, DeMarco, Jason Witten, Terrence Williams. How about Gavin Escobar?
Yeah, that's what you can do when you have so much time and everybody is trying to stop the run. You can find other players.
Hey, Eli Manning, pretty good on Sunday as well. Here on 4th and 1, looking for Daniel Fells, who falls, but that's because he got pushed, and so we got PI on J.J. Wilcox.
I like the courage of the Giants going for it on 4th and 1.
3 plays later, remember, there's no Victor Cruz, but keep your eye on this kid, the first-round pick, Odell Beckham Jr.
Mike, let me tell you something. I've been watching this kid for the last couple of weeks. He can run routes, man.
I've been watching for the last couple of years.
He's nice, man.
At LSU, boy, bad now.
Romo threw it only 23 times on this day. That was his lone boo-boo, picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Prince, if you don't know what to do with that thing, just get down, baby, because this right here, that shouldn't happen.
That's DeMarco Murray right there.
Put DeMarco Murray in safety.
Dez slipped right there now, and you got to give Dez an opportunity to make a play, and I think that's what Romo was trying to do.
Then, on the ensuing drive, Manning to Fells. Gets through about 3 or 4 tackles and into the end zone, and look who's celebrating. The Giants are up 7.
HBCU, baby. I love it.
But here comes Dallas, thanks to the NFL's leading rusher, DeMarco Murray. It looks like he kind of blew a tire on that one, Marshall.
Right there. You know, these are the kind of things that happen. Back in the day, he would have been out. You're going to see it in a little bit. Oh, he came back and ran the football just as hard.
Speaking of running, Romo keeping it alive to Terrence Williams. His only grab goes for 6. and we're tied at 14.
See, now he's becoming a great complimentary receiver to Dez.
Yes, he is, man. You can manage Tony Romo. He does such a great job at extending plays his own way. Tony Romo does.
But there's a clean pocket, and on third down, connecting with Dez. This is a gain of 44. There he is, playmaker.
Boy, the second quarter, my son stood up and said, "I am in beast mode. I will wear these 8s and wear them well." And he wrote a story today.
3 plays later, it's Escobar.
Dime. Right there,
Great
Tony
throw.
Romo dropped it in the bucket.
Great catch.
In between 2 defenders. And Escobar, the Aztec, made the catch.
On to the 4th, Giants down 7. Manning to Larry Donnell, kind of a forgotten man the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Trying a little extra hard to
want
get
to be forgotten
stripped.
right now.
Now, this part I love about the Dallas Cowboys defense. Now, you can talk about this no name and all of that thing, but boy, I tell you, every time they're tackling those guys, they're snatching for that football.
And here comes Dez, one of his 9 catches for a $151. Did he get in?
Look at the effort, man, 88 gives. He plays with such intensity. He is my son, man.
But
he looks like me, smells like me. He plays like me.
Okay, I have no idea what DeMarco Murray smells like, but he's good. 7 straight 100-yard games to open a season. That's breaking a tie with Jim Brown, so that's an NFL record.
I love you,
Jim
son.
Brown?
Look at that. Boy, that looks, oh, I'm telling you, I saw them
Say Jim Brown?
the double trouble hand clap that me and Emmett used to do all the time.
Eli, in the meantime, trying to lead the troops down the field. That's Reuben Randall. And then 6 plays later, Eli to Odell Beckham Jr. 4 catches, 2 went for 6.
Way to sit in that hole like Victor Cruz would. Hadn't played in the slot much, but he's finding his way around.
How smart that is for a young receiver to find a hole in a zone like that and sit.
Great
How
vision.
about the cut by DeMarco?
Great vision.
Right there. You see that they overload the backside guy, folded in. They committed to the play side. You cut it back. Take what they give you.
Who's got the best record in the NFL? They do!
Monday Night Football, the Washington Redskins, always special when these two storied franchises get together. Romo and the boys looking to get to 7-1. Third quarter, Romo dropping back to pass, sacked by Keenan Robinson for a 12-yard loss, and Romo in a world of pain. Jerry Jones looking on, and this had the Cowboys fans in hushed silence in Dallas.
Yeah, you'll see the knee right to the back, and that is a gruesome shot that he takes there from Robinson. Kind of a delayed blitz, waited for it to open up, and he's one of the more explosive linebackers in the league. He can fly, and you saw the collision there, a violent one that got Tony Romo.
So very quickly, Brandon Weeden, their backup cornerback, would start to get loose. This was a sight that no one was expecting to see tonight. Romo escorted into the locker room. Next Dallas possession. Weeden. Pretty good idea. Let's hand it off to DeMarco Murray. Finds the open space, and Murray's going 51 yards down to the Washington 6.
Well, there's a lot of ways to flip field position. When you can hand it off to your running back with the backup quarterback, it's always a nice option.
That would put DeMarco over 100 yards for an NFL record, 8th straight game. 2 plays later, Weeden throws right Dez Bryant, but Bashaud Breeland there to break it up.
You got to get that ball over the top. And here, slant route. Dez should have caught it. If you talk to him, he'll tell you he should have caught that ball. But I felt like these were throws and catches that maybe Romo and Dez would have made because of their relationship, especially in the red zone.
Dez is pointing to himself like, I got to catch that. I got to make my backup quarterback look good.
What a night for Bashaud Breeland. Next Washington possession, McCoy throwing right side. Deshaun Jackson, 45 yards down to the 8.
Yeah, McCoy took some shots down the field, and this is the best guy to go to if you want to do that, Deshaun Jackson.
It seems like every time you watch the Redskins this year, he's got at least one of those down the field.
Fourth quarter, game still tied at 10. McCoy takes the snap, goes up the middle, and into the end zone. Fearless play by McCoy to put the Skins back in front. Ensuing Dallas possession, the conversation now starting between the owner and the head coach about Tony Romo. Would he come back? Weeden, for the moment, would stay in. Throws right. Short little pass. Murray, catch and run for 23 yards down to the Washington 33.
Like a Hollywood script here. Like, it's just got all of it. It's got all the ebbs and flows.
Weeden guys look pretty good on some of these throws after the early
nice when
hiccups.
your tight end is wide open like that.
Jason Witten, 25 yards into the end zone. We are tied at 17. And then first glimpse of Romo coming out of the locker room. Unbelievable night as that drama would start to unfold. Washington gets it back. McCoy to Jordan Reed. Stopped by Orlando Scandrick short of the first down marker. Redskins called a timeout, decide what to do on 4th. And as that's happening, Romo coming out of the locker room. Very next play, 4th and 1.
Great
gutsy
call.
Play call.
Great play call there by Jay Gruden. Everybody in the stadium thought they were running that football ball. He pulls it out. Nice, wide open pullback in the flat.
First time Darrell Young touched the ball all night.
3 plays later, McCoy dropping back, can't take the sack in that scenario. He certainly does. Jeremy Mincey getting there. Redskins would punt to the Cowboys and pin them back deep at their own 3. And Tony Romo apparently able to talk his way back into the game, comes out. Romo drops back, gets hit.
First play.
How the Skins didn't recover that fumble is a mystery as the Cowboys dodge a bullet.
Safety blitz here by Brandon Merriweather, hit him just flush right on the ball. Knocked it loose.
And Carrigan fell right on the football, somehow couldn't come up with it. 4 plays later, they convert on a 3rd and 8. This is a 3rd and short. Romo called for intentional grounding. The Cowboys would have to punt the ball away, and the game would go to overtime, tied at 17. In the extra session, Skins would get it first. McCoy over the middle, Pierre Garçon, 23 yards.
So much poise from McCoy in this situation. Overtime, the Dallas Cowboys, 3rd-string quarterback, no problem.
5 for 5, I believe it was.
And Nate, look at this one. This is what you were talking about. Jordan Reed, the tight end, missed 4 games with a hamstring earlier in the season.
Tightrope.
Biggest catch of his young career.
The catch of the game. If you look at his body is heading out of bounds. He tips his feet on the sideline, catches it with his hands. A beautiful throw and catch.
A nice touch by Colt McCoy in that to lay it over the linebacker.
McCoy, 3rd and short, throws right. Stopped by J.J. Wilcox for no gain. So Kai Forbath, their field goal kicker, would come out. 40-yard attempt, he'd bang it in, put the Skins in front. Romo, stage was set perfectly for him. 3rd and 3, throws left to Jason Witten. Can't hang on. So it would come down to a 4th and 3 play after a timeout. Romo dances in the pocket. Looked to be some miscommunication before the throw, throwing right for Des Bryant. And guess who? Bashaud Breeland there to bat it down. Fitting end for the Washington Redskins. Breeland was all over the field tonight, and the Skins spoil the party in Dallas. 20-17 the final. What a moment for Colt McCoy. 25 for 30, 299 yards. The one interception, the mistake that he made. So the Dallas Cowboys winning streak is over.
2 cracked bones in his back. Brandon Weeden, come on down, looking for his first win since 2012 with the Cleveland Browns. All you have to do is beat the 6-1 Arizona Cardinals led by Carson Palmer. Opening drive, Palmer picked by Tyler Patman.
That's a great throw right to him. Nice little robber.
The undrafted rookie out of Oklahoma State, first career interception, goes for 6.
Good job, young fella.
Did he play with Brandon Weeden?
Sound like when you say an undrafted rookie, that's good. That's good to have, good to have on this, right? So that gives a lot of kids out there hope, man. I like that.
Well, he's really the one giving them hope.
Another hope. Bob.
Brandon Weeden, how would he do on this day? Well, 3rd and 10, run a little swing pass to Lance Dunbar with that
nice
convoy.
Set it up.
Nice block.
Set it. Get a block, 72.
Too tired, man.
Tony Romo's like, yeah, it's a lot safer over here. We're putting points on the board.
And I'm getting a check over here.
3rd and 14, Weeden and Des Bryant could not get on the same page all day.
Yeah, Des was busy fighting off 21.
Yeah, 21 reasons.
Just uncomfortable with Weeden, seems like. I don't know. They played together a little bit.
It did lead to a Dan Bailey field goal and a 10-0 lead. But Arizona comes back. Palmer to John Carlson.
2 hands in your chest.
And the Cards are down just 3.
Kudos to Palmer, man. Bruce Arians doing a wonderful job, man, designing plays and keeping them off balance.
And now you're going to start to see the real Brandon Weeden. Incomplete on 3rd and 12, no flag, although Des wanted it. He didn't complete a single pass to a wide receiver in the first half.
Wow.
That's tough going in that offense. Next possession for the Cardinals, Andre Ellington.
That boy bad. That right there, that's real speed, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a gain of 20.
That is real speed.
And then 4 plays later, it's not Palmer to John Brown, who had the big touchdown last week, but Jerron Brown.
They call him the Brownies.
Man, I love that, man. Just a wonderful job of throwing that slant. Perfect timing.
I'd be mad too, Andrew. I'll be mad too.
All right, last play of the first half, Dan Bailey has it swatted away. Look who picks it up, Brian.
Hey, now watch Jason Witten. Look at it. He takes right off to his meeting point. I'm going to meet him right about there. That's a great play, man, by Witten.
I'm going to say this. Witten, you can still run, buddy.
Yeah, that was a great play by Witten, man.
Cardinals have more blocked field goals than anybody in the league since 08, by the way. Third quarter. Hey, Dallas, you're still in this thing. All you need is Brandon Weeden to complete a few passes. You'll be good.
Not that one.
Yeah, that's
not that one. That one, yeah.
No,
maybe this next one. Let's see.
All time today.
Jason Garrett, you know what we feel like. No, not that one.
They disrupted all timing.
Jason should have put his arm around his quarterback and say, I've been here before, buddy. Let's do this.
All right, he's still down just 4, 3rd and 9 in the red zone, and Teron Matthews.
Honey Badger.
Honey B, that's my boy.
I'm telling you right now, normally you throw at a DB with a knee brace, not him.
Well, you can feel a sense of frustration over there. The faces tell it all.
I'm just saying.
You got
all right, fourth quarter, still down 4. 3rd and 8. Weeden. Jason Witten stopped shy. So with the NFL's leading rusher, DeMarco Murray, who we have yet to see in this highlight, give it to him on 4th and inches.
Man, look at that penetration on defense.
Everybody.
Look at that penetration.
Everybody. You just don't have enough courage to go and do any kind of play action right there and pull out a pop pass with Brandon Weeden at quarterback.
First time held under 100 yards. He had just 79. But look at this pitch and catch to Ted Ginn Jr.
Teddy gave one or two of them.
Hey, Carson Palmer. That's getting the football up and down right there.
Good job, Teddy.
They dot the I at his alma mater, Ohio State. That's dotting the I on the sideline. That is nice work. And then 5 plays later, Palmer.
That's a great play. I'm going to put that in Friday night.
Came right back to that play, Dion. You know, they ran that play once before, and then it didn't work. They came right back to it. Cowboys didn't get that blitz in that time. Perfect call.
And finally, let's check in on the Brandon Weeden story. Doesn't have a happy ending. 18 of 33, 183 yards, picked off twice. There's Crow doing his thing. Cowboys held to a season-low 266 yards as Arizona picks up its first regular season win in Dallas since 1989. Snapping a 14-game losing streak down there in the Lone Star State.
You know he getting
Dallas, what happened to that O?
You do my dance, you're getting in.
Third and final NFL game this year played over in London. And, Coach, I will not do a British accent.
I appreciate that.
Don't want you to yell at me and the Twitterverse to explode again. Tony Romo and that crackback back in action. I'd like to have this one back. Just overshoots his buddy, Jason Witten. They'd have to settle for a field goal. Jags would take a 7-3 lead, but then they'd fumble a punt, and this is where it got ugly for the Jags. Romo rolls out. Looks good. Looks elusive. Hits Witten. That's a 10-7 lead. Des Bryant, he turned 26 earlier this week, and he celebrated on Sunday in front of our very own playmaker, who I believe wore what number? 88. Just checking. And nobody does this better, Marshall.
Yeah, Irv didn't have this. Dez, with those 8s, that's his specialty.
That's a 35-yard pitch and catch on that one.
This boy is, listen, he is just growing up, and he was probably the happiest person that Tony Romo played.
Oh, you think?
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's probably 6 yards behind him if Brandon Weeden's in the game. We're saying. Then right before halftime, Romo to Dez.
This looks like a Michael Irvin play. I saw a playmaker make a lot of those plays right there.
Cowboys go into the bye 7-3. It's time to coach them up, presented by Geico, between the Cowboys and the Giants. Now, pregame, did you see Odell Beckham Jr. doing this?
I love the fact that he practices this, man.
See, that's corrupting kids, though. I had a kid play for me, seeing that mess last week, get in the game, try to do that.
Yeah, he was doing that this offseason, too. When I was working out with the guys, man, he was doing that same kind of catch.
How do you explain that? Chris Collinsworth started by saying it was the greatest catch he had ever seen.
Well, I don't know. Chris Collinsworth was the first one most people heard because he was on TV. I'm sure other people say things at their house similar to that. I just want you to understand the truth of the matter. Now, because we all said it.
Look at the tweets, Shannon Sharp.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. Right. Don't believe what he said, catch of the year.
Right.
How about
it is.
Hey, King James said, man, I just witnessed the greatest catch ever possibly by Odell Beckham Jr.
By the way, y'all need to win, man.
Yeah,
Don't worry about Beckham.
Defense. Kurt Warner, wow. Beckham Jr.
What did he do?
Wow. And then how's it compared to the catch by David Tyree in the Super Bowl?
That wasn't no catch. That was luck by Tyree in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, boy. That right there. That's a phenomenal grab right there, man.
I like the kid.
Hey, that kid there is off the chain. Say what you will, that kid is a beast.
All right, so now Romo flaring it out to Lance Dunbar. That's a gain of 26, and the Cowboys are in the red zone. At that point, down 14-3. Then Romo, the shovel pass to Jason Witten, who scores for the 56th time in his career, and Dallas is down just 4. Next Giants
Way to go, Weeden.
We thought this one would be big. Andre Williams inside the 10, fumbles, or so we think. Because in that dog pile, he loses it. Dallas says, hey, we recovered.
You know they can recover.
The referee said, ruled down by contact on the field. Jason Garrett would challenge.
You see the ball coming out, and the guy is right there not on the ground. It was a clip, but that's okay.
Not conclusive enough, and Des Bryant is like, what? How isn't that a fumble? Well, it's big because then on the next play, Williams takes it in. They scored touchdowns on their first 3 drives of the game. Cowboys down 11 at the break. Third quarter, though, Romo to Cole Beasley. Prime, you mentioned you like this kid.
I like this kid. He moves, chain, nice whip route. Comes, spins outside, makes something on the miss, and he goes the distance. You didn't think he could run like that, but the guy got it done.
I didn't think he could run like that neither time. I was like, man, his little legs are moving.
Giants up 21-17. Next New York possession, 3rd and 2. Manning to Beckham, a gain of 12 yards. And watch what happens here. Barry Church pops him. There's a flag thrown initially, but they would pick it up because they said Beckham flopped.
Yeah, he makes them the greatest receiving catches ever, and he's a great actor. The kid's just so talented. He's gifted. He's a phenomenal kid.
Like a Vlade Divac's flop? He get fined $10,000 by the NBA?
He's going to make it work in New York.
That's a bad throw.
Yeah, Eli has it tipped away, and then Barry Church picking it off. That's his 7th INT in the last 3 games for Manning. Of course, he had 5 last week. And as you can see, it just, I mean, he had Parker wide open.
Just a little too high for him right there, man. Eli, just a little high. And that ball there, that touchdown there could have really put something on Dallas.
Then Tony Romo looking. I'll throw it out here to Dez, who does his thing.
That's a hard hitting tip. But let me tell you something. The great protection on that play was everything.
Why do you think that kind of hit? He could have cut back. Anything to do with a miss.
Now with the Giants down 3, minute to go in the 3rd, we're going to swing it out to Rashad Jennings.
That's the play that Eli had back up the sideline wide open and couldn't see him.
That Dallas defense.
Look at him. He's gone.
Yeah.
He throw up that Moss hand. That Moss hand. When Moss threw the hand up, you can forget it.
We're on to the 4th. Manning, Beckham takes a hit from Orlando Scandrick.
He's got to go and field on that.
And injures his back. He actually had to leave the field of play. Everybody thought he might have been done for the night.
He went in there and heard that song singing in the locker room.
He had 10 catches for $146 and a couple of scores. Next Cowboys drive. Romo protected a 3-point lead to Terrence Williams, but it is broken up by Zach Bowman, so the Cowboys are forced to punt. And look who's coming back. It's not a Willis Reed moment in New York, but it'll do. Giants ensuing drive. Manning hits Preston Parker. That's a gain of 16 and a first down. 3 plays later, 3rd and 7. Manning threw for 338 and 3 scores. Hits Larry Donnell for a gain of 16.
Trying to make some young guys and bring them out. Nell, Parker.
And then swings it out to Rashad Jennings, who had 8 catches for 68 yards. He breaks free. He is down inside the 15 after a gain of 27.
That kid, they can play some football, man. He gets strong as the game goes on.
Manning again. Jennings shy of the goal line, but he's sniffing it. And then 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Manning.
Great
to
play,
Adrian Robinson, his 4th career catch, his 1st career touchdown. Congratulations to Eli, 16th quarterback with 250 career passing touchdowns.
Great fake by Robinson right there, really selling that run and rolling back out.
All right, so here comes Dallas. Tony Romo, 12 game-winning drives since 2012, hands it off to the NFL's leading rusher, DeMarco Murray. That moves the chains after a gain of 9. Then after an offsides penalty, Romo to Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, he's always on time, baby.
Inside the 40, down to the 36.
Huge play. New York passed all right. If he's making the play, you got to rally up and make the tackle.
And then how about the protection, Mike,
All
by
day.
the offensive line?
That's why these left tackles, right tackles make all the money in the world. They should.
Out to Jason Witten. That's a gain of 15. Flag on the defense, by the way. 2 plays later, Romo. He's just moving, tap dancing, moving around.
Just incredible amount of time.
Nobody, you can't cover nobody that long.
Amount of time.
You cannot cover nobody that long. I don't care.
And there he goes.
They would review the play. Indeed, Dez came down with it. He scored a touchdown
Look at that left
in 13
tackle.
of his last 16 games.
And how many or who many? And how many or who many?
He's got 6 in his last 4, and he scored in 13 of his last 16 games. I see you.
Just do us, son. Just do us. Exit out and get on out. Exit out and get out.
Now on 4th and 2, Eli to Jennings. They say that's good enough to move the chains. Now with under 2 minutes to go, you can't challenge. It's got to be a booth review. Jason Garrett's like, hey, look at it. And they do, and they come back, and they look at it, and they said he didn't quite get to the 30, so the boss is like, yeah, Tommy. The Giants have lost 6 in a row.
All right, here we go. Tony Romo and the Cowboys looking for their 3rd straight win.
Ooh, yeah, that was the last time Tony was smiling all day long, to be honest with you.
All right, last time Mark Sanchez played on Thanksgiving, it was the butt fumble, by the way.
That wasn't good. Yeah, pow!
Oh!
Hey, I think you got a stinger on that one too, Willie.
And it never gets old, though. I mean, it really doesn't. I hate to say that, Mark, but we really enjoy seeing that. First quarter, no score. Here we go, Mark Sanchez.
He's going forward on that play, inside the end zone.
Looked like a fullback there, head down and everything.
He said butt fumble. What butt fumble? Eagles up 7-0. Next possession, Sanchez.
Nice play.
Yeah.
This is right in his wheelhouse. The short to intermediate throws, crossing route, Jordan Matthews. This is perfect. Move in the pocket with Sanchez.
The movement.
Same drive over the middle to Riley Cooper. Another first down there on the 7-yard gain. And the next play hits Matthews.
Nothing too exotic.
Well, you hit it the nail on the head a minute ago, Willie. When he gets out of the pocket, there's a comfortability to Mark. You know, he throws the ball well, limit those mistakes. The way they ran the ball today was something special.
All right, so Eagles up 14-0. Here's the next Cowboys possession. Who do you think Tony's looking for?
Dez.
38 yards on the gain. This led to a
That's
1
my
yard.
son. Oh, sorry.
Well, the other son, DeMarco Murray, scored the touchdown, 1 yard, punched it in the end zone there. Cowboys 14-7.
I couldn't get Michael Irvin's voice
This is
out.
possible. He's trying to get guys fired up on the sideline. A lot of emotion. This is a big game, a divisional rival, and they're at home.
But wait, he's trying to get the defense going. He's not even trying to foul up his own.
You got to stop those
unit.
guys. They're on fire. And this is why this is what he was talking about.
All right, there's Jeremy Maclin, 59 yards. He takes it to the 20. That led to a Cody Parkey field goal, so the Eagles up 17-7.
Macklin's in a contract here. Have you heard that, Willie?
Yeah, that's why he's not substituted.
Right.
Cowboys down 27. Romo.
Oh, Beasley.
We talked about this. Great play by Boykin. He just went in and stripped the ball.
Well, listen, this is like right before the half. You know Tony can lead you down in a 2-minute drive. This is the first reception of the drive, and what are we doing, Dallas Cowboys?
Ball security.
All right, take another look. Let's look even closer. Allen stays in bounds there on the recovery. Some question with that. The play would stand after review. The Eagles take over, would hit a Cody Parkey field goal, go up 23-7 at the half. So let's go to the third quarter now. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff, but he fumbles.
Yeah, it's funny. Willie and I were talking a minute ago, Amber. He never fumbles when we think he should. His ball security is atrocious, but he's honestly ball secure. That ball was kind of secured pretty well, and it just pops out.
Yeah, he fell over his own man.
Lane Johnson is who he tripped over. So Romo's excited. McCoy not happy about that one. But on the next Cowboys possession.
Yeah, it was 3rd and 2, Amber. And Tony, listen, we know your back is bothering you, buddy, but you can't pull a Peyton Manning. You live to play. I'm frustrated.
I don't get that.
So they're at the 5 and had to settle for a field goal. They're down 23-10. Here's the next Eagles possession.
I'm going to make up for that fumble, and he made up for it the entire game.
I'm telling you, when he gets loose, that stride just gets faster and faster.
38 yards for the touchdown.
He was like, get off me, Lane Johnson. I got to dance.
I'm not done with my celebration.
Romo's doing the math. 30-10. That's a 20-point difference. Let me see what I can do on 3rd and 15.
Yeah, that wasn't a good throw right there either. And we threw the ball behind Terrence Williams, and it seemed like Terrence Williams didn't even challenge it. You're supposed to turn into the defender, right?
Yeah, well, and Malcolm Jenkins comes and cleans it up there. This defense, they have some weak spots, but this Philly defense, they know how to play with some fire.
Dez getting in the face there of Tony Romo. Looks like he's saying that was on you. So the Eagles win this one 33-10. First place in the NFC East right now. Mark Sanchez, 217 yards and a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 159 yards. So a big game for the running backs. For the Cowboys fans, they will not have another 8-8 season.
True. Throw a party.
Yeah, Tony Romo, you see the numbers there, 12-17 as a starter in December. You know what helps things go a little bit better is when you have this man in the backfield. If you're not handing it to him, you can throw it to him, DeMarco Murray.
I'm telling you, Willie, this man got busy in the first half, didn't he?
Seemed like every time they handed the ball off or threw the ball in the air, it was DeMarco Murray making a play.
Hey, it was a good plan.
Well, they go for it on 4th and 1 here. They give it to Murray.
Well, I said they should kick the field goal, take the points. Willie said go for it, and Willie was right.
You got to go for it. I mean, he had a lot of momentum going in. This offensive line was playing well, and DeMarco Murray was on another level tonight.
Sure was.
Cowboys jump out to an early 7-0 lead, and early on, Brandon Marshall, as he so often does, was looking pretty good. A little one-handed swag.
Spin off it. Thing of beauty. I mean, Jay lays it up in there, but that is all about 1-5 right there. Great play by D. Marshall.
And I think the safety closed his eyes right there. Because that could have been an interception. Church could have had an interception if his eyes was open.
I agree.
You think they'll be showing that on Inside the NFL a couple of times next week?
4th and 7. They might show this one too here, Dan. This is not what the Bears fans wanted to see.
He goes down, he stays on the ground, and then on the replay, you can see why he takes the knee right in the back from Barry Church.
Very similar to the knee that Cam Newton took early this season that really hindered his game for, the first couple games of the year.
Yeah.
He goes to the locker room, left in an ambulance. You can see the tweet there. Thanks for the prayers. I'm good. Mind over matter. A couple of plays after that. Cutler to Martellus Bennett for the touchdown. We have a tie game.
The former Cowboy.
See, he threw up the X sign. Yeah. A little taunting right there. Having a little fun.
Here come the Cowboys. Romo over to Des Bryant. First down Cowboys, and they're just marching down the field this time.
Look at the time Tony Romo had in the pocket. I mean, that says it all. Unlike last week against the Eagles, clean pocket, great throw.
Converting 3rd downs, and then here on 2nd and 4 to Cole.
Beasley.
Be for the 13-yard touchdown.
Be easy on them, Beasley.
Great finish. You see the snag about the 4, and then we're going to just drag in Chris Connie, the safety, sneak that ball over the white line. Big play right before the half.
That's been happening to Connie a lot this season.
Say it ain't so, Willie.
Yeah, it's so. It's not good.
3rd quarter, Matt Forte making some people miss, but then look what happens at the end here. Anthony Spencer gets in there and rips that ball away. It's recovered by Sterling Moore.
You got to give Spencer credit. He's hustling to the football. He didn't give up on the play. That's a hustle play, and he has the strong big old bicep that you like to talk about. He can rip that ball out.
Well, I just feel bad for Matt. And Matt's had such a great year. Really the only consistent piece for the Chicago Bears offense.
You know who I don't feel bad for?
Cole Beasley.
Be Easley with the second touchdown of the game. Are you kidding me? A career high for the kid out of SMU.
Conti again?
I think so. Okay. Yeah, so here's a little barrel. You see Chris Connie, little scramble rules, typical Tony Romo fashion. Chris just had to jump, but he missed time to jump, and then great finish again. 2 spectacular finishes for 2 big touchdowns for this Cowboys team.
Yeah, I'll talk about that play a little bit later.
Beasley, a red zone weapon for the Cowboys on this night. 4th quarter, Bears have the ball. Not going away just yet.
No.
Jake Cutler to Alshon Jeffrey. Great catch.
Boy, dropped it in between the cover corner and the safety coming over the top. Pretty ball, pretty catch.
35-13 now. So later in the 4th quarter.
Safety was kind of late, Willie. What you think?
It was a little late, but that was a great throw and catch.
Yep.
They're trying the onside kick here, and Gavin Escobar should have had this.
It's not the last play. You don't want to spike the ball in the ground. You want to grab the ball.
That's why the fullback. That's why the fullback should be back there fielding that ball. You know
Is this Aaron Rodgers or Jay Cutler? Just wondering.
I'm going to tell you, it was Jay Cutler.
Yeah, good play by Jay.
How about a 10-point game, 38-28? Orlando Scandrick upset on the sideline. He's trying to get everybody pumped up. Ball boys, coaches, everybody. The Microsoft Surface, he wants you going.
You see, that time they didn't put Escobar over there. They put Witten and Dez. Good coaching maneuver there.
Yeah, Cowboys kick a
Start
field
the
goal, and they go up.
Right.
Cutler looking for Josh Morgan, picked off by Orlando Scandrick. A fitting way to end the game. The Cowboys get a much-needed win, 41-28. Look at Cutler. That's on me. That's on me. The numbers here, none too shabby, especially when you look at that running back, Mr. DeMarco Murray, 228 total yards. He is racking up the mileage this year.
Here we go. Highlights.
Feel good tomorrow.
Cowboys and Eagles. Let's remember on Thanksgiving Day, 33-10 Philly held Tony Romo in Dallas under 300 total yards.
First play, Cowboys.
Opening kickoff. Here we go. Watch what happens. Josh Huff, the rookie's like, that's a live ball. The Cowboys recover.
That was a crucial play right there. Such a great start for Philly in Dallas, and a great start for Dallas in Philly.
Watch Brad Smith, the veteran, saying, "Go get it, kid! Come on!"
Yeah.
No.
And Brad's returned kicks before. He's communicating, and obviously Huff just did not get up there to get the ball.
Yeah. DeMarco Murray held to a season low in rushing yards, first time out against Philly. Lunges it from 1 yard out. Cowboys make it 7-zip, and Huff says, "That's on me. That's on me."
Yeah, we knew that, son. We knew that.
Next Dallas drive. Uh-oh, Mike, who's that?
That is my son. That is my son. I talked about it on game day morning. If the Cowboys are going to move forward, the Eagles must be etched out.
Part of a 16-play, 88-yard drive that took more than 8 minutes off the clock. And then Romo, sacked by Fletcher Cox, who has had a tremendous year. However,
it's a grown man.
Illegal contact on Philly.
If they ain't offering him a new deal and some new money, let him get to the market. We got him coming.
Kerry Williams a little too much on Dez, and so instead of punting Dallas or doing something with the ball, Dallas gets fresh set of downs, and Dez does that.
Right back to it. We talked about it. I mean, I love the way this time he maintained his upfield presence. He stacked DBs and didn't get pushed all the way out of bounds.
All right, so it's 21-zip. Finally, the Eagles get it going. Watch this. 3rd and 7, Mark Sanchez to Brent Selleck. This is a gain of 23, and we know they like to get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. But then Orlando Scandrick's like, ow, my something hurts.
Yeah, his hand got caught up on a blitz.
And Chip Kelly's like, are you kidding me? Really? Really?
His hand did get caught up on a blitz.
I'm just saying, that's what Chip Kelly's saying. And then LeSean McCoy, shady, doing his thing.
I'm just saying.
He had a season-high 159 yards out the first time against Dallas, just 64 this time around. But then it's plunging in. Chris Polk, the fantasy vulture, with the touchdown, and the Eagles are down 14.
Now, early on, Dallas defense came to play. I was shocked to see him play like that.
On to the third. 3rd and 11, Sanchez to Jeremy Maclin.
What a ball player this guy is, man. Jeremy Maclin, he gambled right here saying, I will not take a contract. Let's play the season out. And I think he's earned a lot of money.
Ball's loose on the turf. Jason Garrett decides to challenge the play, however, upheld on the field. So they would be down at the 1 yard line. Look at Sanchez, the eyes moving around, and then he finds his primary target out there, Mr. Mack.
And Sanchez did a good job at getting them back into the game after all the stuff that happened in the first half.
Fantasy vulture, Chris Polk, his second TD of the night. Eagles down 21-17. Cowboys next possession. Tony Romo really solid this game. But look at this. He's got like 6 weeks to throw the ball. So at some point, just get away. It's 3rd and 19.
Got to get rid of that football, Tony Romo, right there.
He did get rid of it.
That's why the Philadelphia Eagles take DeMarco Murray away and try to put it all on Tony Romo, because these plays are the plays that sometimes he give you a chance at.
Do your thing, Vinny Curry. And then it's Darren Sproles taking it in, and guess who has scored 24 unanswered? The Eagles. And look at the owner's box. Who's celebrating? Jeffrey Lurie and Bradley Cooper are up there. And who's in the Cowboys box? Chris Christie.
From this point forward, it was all about Cowboy resolve, and they showed us something tonight.
Well, here is DeMarco Murray. Cutting left. That's a gain of 21, his longest of the evening. Averages 2.6 yards per carry, but he was still a presence in this game. Then Romo to Dez.
Man, I'm telling you, a couple in cuts at crucial times to get the Cowboys going again. Dez Bryant showed up big.
And here comes Murray, his second score of the game. Cowboys reclaim the lead in Jerry's box. A little more cheery this time, and Chris Christie's like, I'm the governor of Jersey. I get it. Ensuing Eagles possession, Sanchez deflected off of Ertz, picked up by J.J. Wilcox.
Yeah, right there. That's a crucial turnover right there,
And
man.
Dallas wanted to do the same thing. Take it out of LaShawn McCoy's hand and put it all on Mark Sanchez, because these are the kind of plays he's going to give you a chance at.
Dallas's ensuing drive, 3rd and 7, Romo, who threw for 265. And who's he going to find, Michael?
My son! My son! Oh, great room on the sideline. Perfect play.
Hey.
Way to throw and exit, buddy.
Bradley Fletcher.
First career hat trick for Dez. Then Sanchez to sell a huge play. Gets the first down, but Dallas says, you know what? That was a fumble. Wasn't ruled that way on the field, but Jason Garrett quickly challenges the play. They look at it. It was indeed moving, and Selleck landed on top of a defender. So they reversed the call.
It had to be some good work from upstairs in the booth, because if you get that one wrong and say the Eagles score, you're up by 1, and then what? 1 timeout left in the game.
Sanchez under pressure all night from the front four of the Cowboys, and they got it done. 4 sacks on the evening. And guess who is the lone unbeaten road team in the NFL? The Dallas Cowboys improved to 7-0 away from home, including winning 3 straight in Philadelphia for the first time since the early to mid-'80s. Looking to clinch the NFC East with a win. DeMarco Murray back after having hand surgery this week.
That's a bad man right there, boy. Hand surgery, you still playing?
Yeah. In fact, let's show you what happened on the first drive. Cowboys 3rd and 11. Jarrell Freeman makes the nice open field tackle on Lance Dunbar, but then he talks a little trash and gets the no-no penalty.
Yeah, you can't throw a penalty for talking, man. This is football.
Well,
this is how we grew up. This is what we grew up doing.
That's what they did. So they get a first down, and then they turn around.
Now, if he laced it with profanity, I understand.
Then they hand it off to Murray. And watch Murray with the broken left hand surgery at all, pushing off with the left hand prime.
Yes, man. I'm proud of that kid, man. He's really playing good ball. Pay that man.
Yeah, but ow, my hand. It hurt. All right, 4 plays later, Tony Romo to the forgotten man, Terrence Williams.
Great pick route, great rub route, great execution of the play.
Happened an 8.5-minute opening drive. Now the Colts, they go quietly, they punt. Pat McAfee, the punter, watch him throw Dewey McDonald.
See, this is why I can't coach in the pros, because I'm cutting you right now on the spot. Take off your equipment, leave it in a pile, and walk off.
That's what Chuck Pagano was thinking. You know, McDonald's is always open.
He didn't even look like he knew what to do with his hands.
Is he a tackle eligible? All right, so here come the Cowboys' next drive. Short field, Romo to Dez Bryant. And somewhere Michael Irvin is saying, that is my son.
This guy has to be the best, along with Calvin Johnson, in the NFL in the red zone. When you get them down in the red zone, it's almost automatic.
NFL best 14th TD grab of the year, but he was far from done.
Play that man.
Next drive, Romo to Dez. Watch the tippy toes, Prime.
And this is against a really good cornerback, too. Not only did he make the catch, kept his feet in bounds.
That's a gain of 24.
Great athleticism.
Later on, Romo looking for Cole Beasley, who's really come on over the last month.
You know, it seems as though when Cole Beasley shows up and plays good football, you're taking balls away from Jason Witten. But tonight, it seems like both of those guys simultaneously played well.
That's a score from 24 yards out. Now, it's 21-zip. DeMarco Murray, who's threatening Dallas' single-season rushing record. He punches it in. That's the guy whose record he's threatening. Emmett acting like he's happy there, and DeMarco's scoring. He was held to 58 yards.
It'd be cool as long as he don't break that rushing record. Be good.
Andrew Luck, tough day. He had no T.Y. Hilton out with a bad hammy. This was just a bad offense. 1 rushing yard on the day, plus incomplete to Dwayne Allen, who had a terrible afternoon.
Everybody had the drops.
Yeah, Dwayne Allen had a bad case. It's like the flu that's going around with him. Oh, but wait, we got another one for you.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
No.
Maybe he and McDonald used the same jugs machine this week. Is that possible?
That's ridiculous, man. That's a grown man getting a paycheck.
That's a rough one. Allen didn't have a catch in the game. Then Luck picked off at the end of the first half by J.J. Wilcox. It's 28-zip at the break. Watch Corey Redding. If you're a lip reader, this is embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
And what time's the flight back to Indy?
seemed like they didn't really come prepared to play.
And Andrew Luck, by the way, there's only one guy in the league that has more turnovers. That's Jay Cutler. And he's on the clipboard now.
And he's sitting down.
Yeah, Luck finished with 109 passing yards. That was picked off by Anthony Hitchens. Oh, by the way, Tony Romo became the Cowboys' all-time passing leader on this day. He was 18-20 with 4 more touchdowns. That to Jason Witten.
And there's no slight to Roger Staubach or Troy Aikman. This is a different day, different era.
Yep.
But Tony Romo is performing.
And so too are the Dallas Cowboys, who are heading to the postseason for the first time since 2009. Dez, you can get pumped up. Jason Garrett, get that 8-8 monkey off your back and celebrate. That means for the Niners in a bit, but let's check in on the Cowboys in Washington and DeMarco Murray. Big day for him and big day for Dez. Oh, Michael, you must have been so proud.
I was so proud when I saw my son do this. And I said, God, how could my son have that kind of ability and I don't?
He tied T.O. for the most TD catches in a Cowboys single season with 15.
Love you, T.O.
Next Dallas possession, it's DeMarco Murray busting it off for a 32-yard gain. He finishes the year with 1,845 yards.
Ryan Clark, I just want to know what happened on that play.
What you talking about?
You didn't see it.
Man, we've been in this show for 40 minutes, and we're just showing Cowboys highlights.
Well, we got an Emmett tweet in there, too. Isn't that good?
Man, we've been in this show for 40 minutes, and we're just showing Cowboys highlights.
Settle down. How about Romo to Dez? Initially ruled incomplete on the field, but Jason Garrett's like, let's take a look at this one.
Okay.
Mike?
That's the way to shut me up. You just keep showing stuff like that right there.
Congratulations.
Boy, if that worked, I'd show 90 minutes of this highlight. All right, so it's his 16th touchdown of the year. And how about a tweet from T.O.? Watch T.O.'s tweet. Form one beast to another.
Right, man.
Congrats to Murray.
Right, man. You know what, Chris?
What is that form?
Right, man.
We legally can't change it.
You know how the phone trips.
It's wrong.
Chris,
it's not my fault. I did not do that. We got an onside kick recovered by the Cowboys.
Man, y'all know this spell.
And then DeMarco had another 100-yard effort.
You ain't right, man. Chris, that's messed up.
Why are you calling me out? I'm not the one who decided to put that in there. Please. I screw up a lot of stuff on this show. That was not me. Then it's RG3 on 4th down, and it's Bruce Carter with the pick. Cowboys finished 8-0 on the road. 4 of the previous 5 teams that did that made the Super Bowl. There you go.
Well, that's why you got to read them tweets over 4 or 5 times before you send them.
He should have hit spell check. You're right.
Far from it. The Detroit Lions, the Dallas Cowboys, Romo with his son before the game, and Dominic Sue playing in this game. First quarter, Marshall, you said look out for the number 2 receivers, and look who presented himself right from the get-go, Golden Tate.
That is what was going to have to happen in this game in order to move the ball down the field because, listen, if I'm a defensive coordinator in this game, Dez Bryant and Calvin Johnson are not beating me by themselves. I need some other guys to step up. And I felt like Golden Tate, just after what he showed us last year, in the Super Bowl run with Seattle, he had it in him.
He reversed his uniform number 15, with a 51-yard touchdown catch and run. Meanwhile, DeMarco Murray running the ball, and it seemed like he hurt his hand early on in the game. He came out after this 3-yard gain. The Cowboys had only 7 carries for 30 yards in the first half, unbalanced. And then when they finally did get Detroit to punt, this was called running into the kicker. The 5-yard penalty did indeed give Jim Caldwell a fresh set of downs. It was Dakota Watson who was the one who goes underneath Sam Martin.
As bad a start as the Dallas Cowboys could possibly have, they had this day.
And with the fresh set of downs, with the new life deep in his own end, Matt Stafford picking it up.
Heck of a run right
down
here.
on 3rd
I'm talking about you drop your shoulder, shed the DB, and then get the necessary yards to extend the drive.
4 plays later, right around midfield. A lot of dipsy do, and then Jordan Bell on the interesting screen pass right there, and it worked for 18 yards. And 4 plays later, the Lions are on the Cowboys' 18. And it's time for Reggie Bush.
Oh, man, this is
what you got.
And Golden Tate with the golden block.
Yeah, he still had that.
2 great blocks by the receivers on that play to get Reggie Bush into the end zone.
14 plays, 99 yards. First 99-yard drive of the postseason, the 2001 wild card contest.
Did you see that hit by Golden Tate?
I did. We even spot shotted it, Irv. Now we're going to show some pass protection for the Dallas Cowboys. Okay.
Same monster came at him again.
Ball out. Darryl taps Romo.
Smart job
Cole
by
Beasley
Detroit.
gets on it.
Detroit knew there was some time, a couple games in there, stretch that the Dallas Cowboys did not handle the blitz well, and they went back to that, and they crippled it out.
They got to him without blitzing it.
Look out.
Both ways.
Yeah.
Both ways.
Here
both
comes
ways.
Whitehead right up the middle.
Both ways.
Tahir Whitehead. Romo goes down, sacked 3 times in the first half. Cowboys next drive, 3rd and 12 from their own 24. $1:50 left in the half. And this was a big play. Romo over the middle to Terrence Williams, and he is gone. Out the gate.
It was a good route.
There's the other number 2 wide receiver.
Great route. Cornerback fell, and everyone else in the secondary thought this guy was going to get him. He thought this was the guy going to get him, and no one got him.
Well, the guy
great
in
route
question, Cassius Vaughn and James, he headed Bo.
And he needed that play right there.
He tripped.
Everybody did.
Now, that guy thought he was going to get him. This guy, everybody gave him.
Yeah, but he needed it personally for his confidence to stay in this game and to stay a part of something. He had an opportunity to go up and get a ball that he didn't get before. It would have been a tough grab of the ball. It went through his hand.
Now, Stafford's lucky to get this one back. Hit Bruce Carter right in the hands, and Carter couldn't come in with it. Matt Prater kicked a field goal, so the Lions go up 10, 17-7, and then first play of the second half, the Lions get the ball to start it, and then the Cowboys get the ball right after it. Tip drill. Jeremy Mincy pops it in the air. Kyle Wilbur brings it down. Jason Garrett is loving. Tony Romo gets out there, and 3 plays later,
that was the beginning of the end.
Is sacked by Ziggy on something.
Old momentum has swung, but boy, the Detroit Lions defensive line captured it back.
And Dan Bailey, you see that? They put the Ziggy on him, put the stat of best field goal kicker in accuracy in history, and then wide right.
Wow, man.
Noonan.
A lot of opportunities left on the
points
football field by the Dallas Cowboys.
For the Cowboys, and the Lions added 3 more on when they got the ball back. So it's 20-7, 3rd and 10. Dez Bryant with just 6 minutes to go in the third quarter, making a play with some run after catch, 43 yards, sets the Cowboys up 1st and goal from the 10. But 4 plays later, Jason Garrett's nervously chewing gum because they go for it on 4th and goal.
Covering Dez Bryant.
And here comes DeMarco.
Exactly.
A lot of people, I'm sorry, Rich, a lot of people ask, why was a linebacker covering Dez Bryant on that
Of all
crossing route?
people,
Well, it eventually led to DeMarco Murray on a big 4th down attempt, cashing it in, making it a 6-point game. 14 minutes to go in regulation. Romo in the red zone, and Romo further away from the red zone.
Throw it.
There comes Ndamukong Suh ripping him down with one arm.
Drop kick it.
Loss of 5. Next play, 3rd and 15. Romo.
Mama, there goes that man.
In the pocket. Now he's
there
running
goes
around in
that
the
man.
pocket. Here comes Suh again.
Keep your feet to yourself.
Dan Bailey comes in for a 51-yard field goal, and he boots it through. They had to settle for it, but they got it. It's a 3-point game, 10 minutes to go. Matt Stafford, Calvin Johnson on a big 3rd and 8 conversion, moved the chains 19 yards. 3 plays later, 3rd and 1 for the Cowboys, 46. This is the play we were talking about. Stafford to Pettigrew. Looks like he's face guarded by the Dallas Cowboys. Flag on the play.
Game changer.
Anthony Hitchens looks like he face guarded him. Dez Bryant comes out without his helmet to argue. No flag on that. And then the flag that was thrown on this was picked up.
You never touched the guy, huh?
What is up with that?
Not only touched it, he grabbed it.
No, robbing the Cowboys with that play.
What is up with that? That's the only question you could ask. They have to punt. And Sam Martin Shankopotamus. 10 yards.
Check his locker.
What's up with that? 41. The Cowboys get it on their own 41.
All the times in the world you shank.
And they go for it on 4th and 6, 4 plays later, and pick it up. Romo to his BFF.
Let me tell you something. That was a great
Jason
route.
Weeden to make the play. He shows up.
Great route. Watch him drop him off. Oh!
Drop him off down.
I'm telling you right now.
Dropped him off at the bus stop.
James Ehedebo, the one who's dropped at the bus stop. 5 plays later, Romo, 3rd and 7. Lance Dunbar, why is he on the ground? There's now a flag on the ground. It's because DeAndre Levy
just used to never get called because it's in between the tackle box.
Yeah, right.
He could say he assumed you had the ball, you were getting you could tackle, you could be tackled.
That's what New England did to you, right?
Exactly.
That's what they did to you in the Super Bowl.
You were allowed to do that inside the tackle box.
Romo buys time and finds Terrence Williams. First Cowboy, 2 more touchdown reception in a playoff game since Michael Irvin did it
in Green Bay.
Great patience in the pocket. No pass rush. The line is tired. Great play.
Wait, I didn't hear that, Rich. Go back and say that again.
I'll say it when I'm done with the highlights.
Rich, you got to get back to that, Rich.
Down.
You have to get back to that,
24 to 20. 2 minutes and change to go in the game. Stafford hit by Anthony Spencer. Ball's loose. DeMarcus Lawrence picks it up and ball's loose again.
Oh, man, you had it.
And Raleigh Reef recovers it.
Welcome to the new Leon left.
Exchange of footballs left and right, up and down with 2 minutes to go, and the Lions get the ball back. What do they do with it?
Young Lawrence
9 plays later, a minute to go, have to go for it on 4th and 3, and Lawrence, the one who fumbled it after seemingly sealing the deal, does see the deal with a sack, strip, and fumble recovery. The owner of the Dallas Cowboys and the governor of New Jersey are doing the nay-nay. Will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. The Cowboys and the Packers. Aaron Rodgers coming off of that week where we didn't know about the tear in his leg, and Des Bryant sleeveless, warming up prior to a game that wasn't as cold as we thought it would be. It wasn't ice bowl conditions. It was cold, but it wasn't ice bowl conditions.
Easy saying
and Aaron Rodgers looked pretty nimble on this first touchdown pass of the day.
Well, I don't know, say he looked pretty nimble, but he moved around enough to get that play done. And that's what was so incredible about Aaron Rodgers, that he did not look like his old Aaron Rodgers, but he still gutted out a great performance.
Yeah, he hopped on the one good leg a couple times to get that ball to Andrew Quarles to start the scoring. But Romo marched down the field, and then in the end zone, Terrence Williams is contacted, so it's 1st and goal. And why not, when you're on the goal line and you've got DeMarco Murray in your backfield, of course you're going to go to the leading rusher this year.
No!
But it's Tyler Klutz, everybody!
Hey, listen, Green Bay, they have been selling it out on short yardage and goal line. And listen, DeMarco was getting some tough first downs. That was the easy call to get an early
shot, no penalty. Cowboys are playing Klutz ball.
That's Romo, man.
It's 7-0, second quarter. Eddie Lacy on the sideline after he was the one that got the Packers down the field in the first quarter. He was on the sideline when Aaron Rodgers is slinging it over the head of everybody, not looking comfortable in that pocket, and the calf began to tighten up on him, it appeared, in the second quarter of this game.
That's a lot of time. I'm going to tell you, that's a lot of time right there in the pocket.
And then after that play, Rodgers got the ball snapped to him when he wasn't expecting it, and Jeremy Mincey knocks the ball loose and hops on top of it.
Just look how much time he has to pick up the ball, throw the ball, get sacked, and fumble it again.
But this is unlike Aaron Rodgers. A bad play that started. He should have just threw the ball away, lived to see another play.
So the Cowboys get that turnover and try to turn it into points, and Terrence Williams does that with the run after the catch.
Irv, you called it. He showed up big today.
That's my X factor. And you know, he had to come up and make plays. He was going to get some one-on-one opportunities with Green Bay selling out to stop the run and keeping a safety over top to stop Dez Bryant.
As a defensive back, that's a hard tackle to come up full
Well, that's
speed.
Tremont Williams.
Yeah, that's a hard
Tremont Williams, the defensive tackle, and a 38-yard touchdown there. Cowboys up 14-7. The ball goes out off of Jordy Nelson's hands on 3rd and 8.
Where is Jordy?
And the Cowboys force the Packers to punt the football. Offense stalls right there. Next Cowboys drive with less than a minute to go in the half. There is Jason Witten, the BFF, getting a first down, even though he didn't even sniff the first down line. The Cowboys called timeout after that, and in the timeout, a proper review took place and a proper replacement of the ball, almost a full 2 yards back from where it was spotted, took place. And then on a 3rd and 1, they decide to throw it, and a bad snap forces a throwaway. And then you bring on one of the most sure-footed kickers in the entire league all year long, and Dan Bailey comes out and he missed it.
30 seconds on the clock.
A huge sequence right there at the end of the first half.
Actually missed 2 straight because he kicked another one before that.
Well, that gave good field position to Aaron Rodgers, who made a beautiful throw to Randall Cobb to set up a field goal of Green Bay's own right before the half. And that is how Green Bay got within 4 points before the end of the half. And you can see Rodgers hop, skipping, and jumping down the field. Third quarter, Tony Romo and the Cowboys come out. Here comes DeMarco Murray.
That was a touchdown. I just want you guys to know they caught them in the perfect defense. They ran the perfect play. That safety does not have a chance on DeMarco Murray in the open field. That's a touchdown.
Julius Peppers, though, makes the play, jumps at him, gets the ball loose. Instead of a touchdown for Dallas, it's a turnover for Green Bay. And here's Eddie Lacy running with Devontae Adams leading the charge down the field. That rookie had quite the day. Great blocks by Kuhn and Adams right there. 2 plays later, Rodgers completes it to Adams, but at the end of the play, after forward progress was stopped, according to the officials on the field. TJ Lang called for unnecessary roughness. Do you agree with this call?
Yeah, that's just excessive. They want to clean that up. Lyman used to go and clean up the pile, guys around, trying to make the tackle.
Ain't nothing wrong with
but I think they also need to stop the defenders going after the ball carrier's legs.
Play football today.
Well, that 15-yard penalty is what moved the Packers back from a 3rd and short situation. They had to settle for a field goal. It's a 1-point game as Romo finds Weeden for 15 yards. He's shaken up on the play, hit by Micah Hyde. Romo stays in the game. Next play, 1-point game from the Packers, 27, and here comes 29 for 26 yards.
Turn it.
Right down the field.
Oh, man.
Romo limping after the handoff. And it doesn't matter if you've got, I guess, DeMarco Murray running like that, and when you're in 1st and goal at the 1. It's Tyler Klutz time to make a block. Touchdown, DeMarco Murray.
Hey, he ear-holed Julius Peppers right there.
25 carries.
Game kept them in it.
$123 for DeMarco Murray. It was a left hand injury, too, for Romo. Got banged up. He's staying in the game. Ensuing Packers possession. It's Cobb over the middle.
Now he's sharp. His 3rd quarter. Aaron Rodgers, who hadn't practiced for 2 weeks, now look at him walking better. He's ready now.
3rd and 15, 3 plays later. It's Rodgers to Adams. Makes a move.
He got a little something
right there.
Right?
Yeah.
And he's gone.
Got another low weird out there.
Somebody got to tell Sterling, you might want to sell out and die for that one, buddy.
Man. 21-20. Dallas 1-point lead with 1:41 left in the 3rd quarter.
Put it on Sterling.
You got to shoot it.
4th quarter we go. And it's a 4th quarter that we talked about for quite some time because of a 4th down play that's soon to come. 21-20, Tony Romo. First play of the 4th quarter. Doesn't get rid of it. Takes a sack. Cowboys punt. 2 plays later, the Packers getting the ball back. The ensuing drive, their own 35, 2nd and 8. Rodgers to that rookie Adams again, who makes a play again.
Hard tackle, man, coming up in full speed.
Oh, okay, we talked about it all season. Who's going to step up? That other guy besides Cobb, Nelson. Adams said it is I.
And that's Cobb out of the backfield. 2 plays after that Adams catch for 14 yards. 3 plays later, Aaron Rodgers in the red zone with a rhythm. Rodgers to the other Rodgers. Zings it into Richard Rodgers.
He is sharp now.
This is one of the best throws that I've seen this season.
That's like the old school throw with the tire, and you throw the ball through the tire.
That's it.
And he double checks it.
That's why we call him like that. This is grown man quarterbacking right now.
A 2-point conversion fails. It's a 5-point game. 3rd and 11 for Romo over the middle. It's Beasley. He's short. He is short. It's 5.5 to go. It's 4th down. So what do the Cowboys do? They go up top to their beast and hope he makes a play, and he does. It's ruled a touchdown. We're down at the 1.5-yard line for the Dallas Cowboys. Mike McCarthy's going to challenge it, and Bryant goes down to the ground. And according to Dean Blandino, going to the ground, by rule, he must hold on to it throughout the entire process of contacting the ground. He didn't, so it is incomplete. And after further review, take that off the board, take the ball, and put it back in the hands of Rodgers to find Devontae Adams on 3rd and 3. Time and timeout to running out for the Dallas Cowboys. 26-21 is the score.
I trust you balls, Irv.
Yeah, that's why
I trust you balls right there.
Made great plays each time.
One more 3rd and long. The Cowboys need a stop after the 2-minute warning, and even though the ball is tipped, it still winds up in the hands of Cobb for a game-sealing NFC Divisional Sunday ceiling. Lambeau Field victory for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers as Dez Bryant and Tony Romo and DeMarco Murray's fantastic 2014 season ends in Lambeau Field in the divisional round, and it is the Green Bay Packers going back to the NFC Championship game for the first time in 4 years, keeping the Cowboys winless on a divisional weekend. still since Michael Irvin's last Super Bowl season of 1995. Of course, the conversation after the game in the locker room, in the Twitterverse, on social media, and it will be all day on Monday on Sports Talk Radio, the Dez Bryant catch. That wasn't a catch.